men's aging faces are considered dignified and sexy and they have salt and pepper hair. When do you ever hear women described as having salt and pepper hair?
You know what? Women can do whatever they want to make themselves look better. What's wrong with that?
But there's a culture in thinking that that's what looks better specifically on women. We shoot men in high definition and we make women airbrush like emojis. And so I don't like that. I don't want to have Botox. I don't want to have filler. I don't want to have a facelift. I'm enjoying my grey hairs.
Well, Jamila, you are sitting here with dyed hair and a pound of makeup on your face, preaching about being natural. That's silly, no?
Do you want to see me? Do you want to see me, yes or no? Hello? Do you want to see me?
Stop trying to understand women. They put nails on top of their nails. They glue hair onto their actual hair. Like, they spend 3 hours curling their hair just to make it look effortless. Okay, you think you're gonna decode that? Bro, you can't even fold a fitted sheet. What are you gonna figure out? All right, women are playing a completely different game. Okay, you're out here trying to figure out if she likes you based on her text response time. Meanwhile, she's matching her perfume to the season. All right, you're still confused why she needs 4 different shampoos. She's out here contouring her collarbones. All right, you're still using the same 3-in-1 body wash for your hair, face, and car tires. She's out here color coding skincare for morning and night routines. What do you know? You're worried about whether she likes you. She's out here matching her purse with her water bottle. You think it's crazy she has 10 foundations. She thinks it's crazy you own 1 towel. All right, so trying to understand women is like trying to understand Wi-Fi. Right? One day it's strong, next day it's weak. Sometimes it just disappears without warning. You still pay the bill regardless. All right, listen, stop stressing yourself out. Okay, you don't need to understand women. You just need to appreciate the fact that somehow, against all odds, one of them decided to give you a chance. And honestly, that's the biggest miracle in your life so far. Just do the best you can. Stay humble. I don't know what to tell you.
One of them decided to give you a chance. Simpy boy. Diary of a Simpy kid.
You're not supposed to be out here.
What do you mean?
You believe in Christ, but the world pulled you in. You're young. How old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19 years old. Out here in these clubs. Like, what is out here?
Honestly, people just come out here for attention.
So think about this. You want the truth? You're 19. I'm 35, right?
You're the same age as my parents.
I'm the same age as your parents. And I was just about to say this. I have 2 daughters. I love my daughters so much. I would never want them out here.
That's real. I wouldn't want my daughters out here either.
So then why are you out here? You have a calling on your life to be an evangelist. God wants to prepare you for a husband in the future, to have children. This is not going to land you with a husband.
Granted, I understand that.
What happens when the wrong things happen? And then people get pregnant, and then people get STDs. The love out here is fake love.
Obviously, I know that.
I had a supernatural encounter with God. He changed my life, and he wants to change yours. You have to follow him to be born again. This is a loving warning. Leave. Go home. Don't do this. You don't know what's out here.
That's true. You're telling me the honest truth.
Did you just get here?
Yeah, I did. Literally, not even 5 minutes ago. That's crazy. Definitely going home. Definitely going home. Honestly, thank you.
Amen. Lord, I pray that you reveal yourself to her more as she gets home safe, surrounded with the right people. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
These people, they're not happy. They got to drink and do drugs to even feel like it's an experience. It's demonic.
It definitely is.
This is a big sign.
Yeah, very big.
Because God loves you. You going home for real?
Yeah, I'm going home. My car is like literally in the garage over there.
Amen. God bless you.
In Jesus. Loose your whole say. You sure hold on these modern women. They got a hold on themselves. It's not even the devil at this point.
I was too trusting of women. I believed that women was actually suffering, that women actually was victims. I come to realize that a lot of women like this pain. They choose this pain. They want to go through the things that they're going through. Women don't want to change. They don't want a better world. They just want men to do what they want them to do. They want men to change. Women don't want to change. Women just want men to change. Women just want to control men. And women think the relationship is all about them. Everything is centered around what she wants. And if that's fine, in her mind, everything is cool. And she does not care what the man is going through. She don't care what his challenges are or any of those things. So what ends up happening, the male believes that he keeps the marriage together because if he goes to cheat or whatever, they left you with the marriage because the marriage was all you wanted. You didn't actually want the man. You wanted the marriage. You wanted the fairy tale. So the man feels that he gave you what you wanted. You wanted the money. You wanted the kids. You wanted all of this crap and never consider what he's mentally going through, never considers what he invests into the relationship. A lot of men deal with this. What they end up doing is getting things outside of the relationship. And what? The woman is still mad.
Body shamed by my husband simply because I'm not a gym girl and I don't go to the gym often as he quote quote do or whatever, and I have gained weight.
You have. What's the problem? You can't. Well, I'm not sure why you can't understand that you gain weight, and I'm not really attracted to you like that no more.
What do you mean? How though? I just had your baby, so what do you mean you're not attracted to me no more because I gained weight?
You had the baby 2 years ago.
Okay, and
2 years.
Okay, and everybody just don't snatch back. So what? I didn't snatch back.
You didn't need 2 years to snatch back if you would have got your ass in the gym. It's just that simple.
So that's what it is. You don't want me no more because
I didn't say I didn't want you no more. You got the opportunity to get in
if
the
you're
gym.
not attracted to me, you don't want me. You don't want me no more because I've gained weight after bearing your child.
Girl math. I'm not. That's not what I said. What I said is, yeah, when we get to doing it, I'm not really feeling you like I was when we first came in this relationship. Hell, you look way better. I'm just being honest with you. So it's not. You should understand what I'm saying. If I gained weight and you was in the gym, wouldn't you feel the same way?
No, because I love you. At the end of the day, if I love you, then it doesn't matter how you look. What do you mean? I gained what, 25 pounds?
So since I love you, I should just be okay with you just gaining 25, 30 pounds and not doing nothing, just sitting around the house.
Yeah, sitting around the house, making sure your kid is good, feeding your kid. Like, what do you want me to do?
So you can't feed the kids and go to the gym?
You already know I be having too much stuff going on, so why do I have to do all of that? You go to the gym. Like, that's what you like to do. That's not what I like to do.
But you don't
At this
work.
point, you don't like how I look because I gained weight.
Yeah, that's true. You keep saying it like it's just going to make me feel some type of way.
And you should.
Like, no, that's how I feel. So that's how I'm going to keep feeling. You don't pay no bills, so why is it that you got so much going on with the kids that you can't go to the gym?
I have a question. So I have never been a gym girly. So why all of a sudden I have to quote unquote be some type of gym girly for you?
Because you picked up weight. So you ain't got to be a gym girly, but you could go to the gym, at least try to do something to protect your health. Do something. Do you want to be around for your kids?
What do you mean protect my health? Like, I'm not that bigger. What do you mean? You act like I'm on 600 pound life or something.
You out of shape. It's just that simple. You walk up the stairs and you breathing hard and shit.
You do
the
too.
Kids see you that, what? You lying.
You do too.
Stop lying. Yo, stop lying. I don't breathe hard. You breathing hard, just laying around doing nothing. You can go to the gym. You can go to the gym. I don't know why you acting like it's such a big deal for you to go to the gym. You don't got nothing else to do. You take care of kids, you feed kids.
Right, and that's taking care of kids. Kids is a lot of responsibility. What do you mean? It's draining.
I come back to the house and help with the kids.
Barely. You spend 2 hours at the gym and barely even getting any type of muscle at that.
Now you trying to. Now who's body shaming for real? Now
it doesn't. Now because you're talking about me.
You had the baby 2 years ago. He had the baby 2 years ago is a crazy statement.
If you can relate, you can relate. And if you can't, I pray one day you can. Stop putting that fear on that man. Stop putting your fear on that man. Stop. If he's telling you he want to try something, for number one, he trusts you and he's asking for your permission to do it for your family. He wants to include you. Because he could very well went out there and did whatever he wanted to do. He ain't got to ask you. He don't need your permission. Now here you go telling him no, and he sit down and he just be like, okay. Your responsibility is to pour into that man and motivate that man. Make him think he can do the impossible. And even if he don't get it right the first, second, third, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th time, you continue to encourage him. You continue to pray for him because that man is not going to give up until he get it done for his family. But he needs you to pour into him. You are his life's partner. But see, you scared. You want to sit in comfort. What you're doing right now is making y'all be okay. But don't you want more than okay? You deserve more than okay. And he telling you how to get more than okay. But you scared and you rather settle with okay. You're not an okay type of household. You are a go out there and get it and figure out a way household. Stop being afraid. You fail when you don't even try. Allow that man to be the man he is trying to be for your household, because if you don't, you're going to kill him on the inside. You're going to slowly see him pull back from everything that's going on in the family. He'll still show up, but he won't show up at his best self. The self that you know he can show up as. You know it. You know it. If the man wins, the family wins.
I've been ignoring this for a while, but I'm going to say it now. I'm all for feminism, fully. But somewhere along the way, a lot of you all forgot it was not about pulling men down to feel powerful. It was about standing beside them. Not above, not below, beside. And I say this with love. But the moment I use a male example to explain shame or emotional stuff in my videos, the rage in the comments, wild. Suddenly I'm defending men. Suddenly it's patriarchy this, patriarchy that. Babe, no, that's not feminism. That's revenge. That's bitterness. If anger and blame are driving you, that's not healing. That's projection. And don't get me wrong, I know the system's been hell on women. I get it. But hating men, that's not the solution. In fact, I'm just going to go by my own experience as a coach. I get more male clients than female. And these are men doing the inner work, unlearning shame, taking accountability. So if you think men are not trying, you're just not looking at the right places. I just don't understand the double standards. You get to throw tantrums and call it hormones, or this is just how girls are. But when he shuts down, suddenly he's a red flag. Like, babe, he's socially conditioned to suppress. He's unlearning decades of emotional shutdown. See, I'm not here to excuse bad behavior. No, not at all. But I'm here to say healing doesn't happen through blame. It happens through accountability, space, connection. You want better relationships? Stop playing team woman versus team men. Start making it you versus your pattern. Because we have got flaws too. We have got ego too. And healing starts when we stop pointing fingers and start holding mirrors. And not everyone's ready for that. But if you are, let's go.
If you wanted to be a wife in the 1950s, these are the things you would have to be able to do.
She must know how to cook. No food. She must know how to set her table attractively. She must know how to make her home comfortable and inviting. She must know the worth of labor-saving devices and how best to conserve her time and energy. She must know clothes, how to buy, and how to make them. She must face death to bring children into the world. She must raise them, care for them, and pilot them safely to the threshold of manhood and womanhood. To her husband, she must be a companion, a sweetheart, a wife, and a mother. She must stir his ambition, pull him through failure, and keep success from hurting him. She must make social contact. She must widen her own horizon and find time for culture.
The two biggest movements that deconstructed society were feminism and the Me movement. The Me movement of the 60s was basically a movement that said, I matter more than anybody else. Now, bad therapy, by the way, can promote that. So that's what I mean by there's good therapy and bad therapy. Bad therapy is what you want and you need, and nobody else matters but you. Me, right? That's bad therapy. That Me movement told people that individualism, that freedom to be you, freedom to be me was the most important thing. And that responsibility for relationships, for family, they no longer mattered because what mattered was you, no one else.
That's what these modern women are going through is me therapy, bad therapy. And then when they get out, they wonder why they can't find a relationship. Oh, I can find a red flag like that. You're the red flag. Yeah, you can scope out some bad behaviors in the other person, but the way that you go about your life and you go about things, you're not a good person.
A lot of women say, like, I feel this way, and they talk in feelings. A lot of men aren't receptive to that. You know, they want to hear the logic and the evidence behind it. That's better communication in general. And I think that I've had to unlearn talking in feelings and had to learn rooting my arguments and my decisions in logic and evidence. Feelings are fleeting, but evidence is everlasting.
Be real with me.
Don't turn your princes into frogs.
Delulu, why?
There are women who will turn princes into frogs. Women don't realize they do that because we're so programmed to criticize men. From movies, the shows, the music that we listen to. We're never thinking, oh, maybe there's a good reason for why they did that. We're always thinking the worst reason of it and then start spiraling off of those thoughts, which isn't fair to them. Well, that's where we start losing respect because that's where the criticism starts. You can teach and guide a person just by being yourself. You can encourage a person with a certain behavior. Like, hey, I really love that you did that. Thank you so much. Instead of, next time do it like this. So you wouldn't do that to your friend. Why disrespect your partner?
A lot of people have an idea of who they want their partner to be, and then they will try to morph their partner into that person when their partner never wanted to be that in the first place. That's where a lot of resentment comes in, because you're forcing your partner to change when they didn't sign up for that. In a relationship, people just want to feel accepted and loved.
The more you try to morph someone into what you want them to be, they might do it and try to make you happy, but it will build resentment because every time they do that, it will be with an energy of reluctance.
What advice do you have for people that are dating?
Stop thinking about what your idea of love should look like and just be in the moment.
All right, thank you so much. What was your name?
Johanna.
Preston, nice to meet you.
So what does respect actually look like to a man? It's not saying I respect you. It's how you respond to him, how you receive him. I'm sure you've heard this before, but for a man, respect is everything. It's more than I love you. It's more than I appreciate you. It's how he knows he's safe to lead, provide, and love you. So what does that really look like? For one, it's how you speak to him, especially when you're emotional. It's letting him finish a sentence without cutting him off. It's not laughing at his dreams or diminishing what drives him. It's honoring his boundaries, especially the ones that are meant to protect you. For example, like how you present yourself in public, who you spend your time with, the environments you put yourself in. When a man says, I don't feel good about that, it's not about control. It's about your safety. And men know how other men think. And if he loves you, he's not trying to limit you. He's guarding what's his. That's sacred. It's giving him space when he asks for it, not chasing him down all around the house, but trusting that he's processing what you guys are going through. It's not questioning every decision like he needs your permission to lead. And this last one's big. It's being teachable. When he points out something you didn't see in yourself, and instead of saying, that's a you problem, or you need to heal that, you pause and you listen. You reflect on what he's saying. Because masculine leadership often comes through uncomfortable truths. And if every time he teaches you something, you defend yourself, he's going to stop trying or he's going to go. Respect means you trust his eyes on you. That even when it's hard to hear, you know he's not tearing you down. He's trying to build something with you. If you want your man to love harder, make him feel like you respect his heart, his insight, and his leadership. Because nothing will soften a man more and make him do anything for you if you respect his words and respect his leadership. I know it's not always easy, but it's 100% worth it.
These are 3 things that I had to give up in order to become more biblically feminine. First thing that I chose to give up was my tomboy streetwear style of clothing. A lot of Christians may disagree with this and say God is one who doesn't look on the outside, he looks on the inside. But the reality is the outward is a direct reflection of what is in the inward. The fact that I was not just wanting but so comfortable dressing masculine was evidence that I was ashamed of the God-given sex, gender, and nature that God gave me as a woman. The more steps that I took to dress more feminine, I found myself being much more confident, much more loving, much more soft and gentle to those around me, which we as all Christians, but especially women of God, are called to be. Secondly, I had to give up this idea that everybody, but especially my male counterparts, were my competition. So somebody who grew up in sports and has a very natural competitive nature, I was going completely against what God's design was for male to female to complement one another. What it really was the ideas and ideology of feminism seeping into my mind. Feminism pushes a pit against the sexes. They preach men versus women, while again, God preaches that men and women come together to complete the image of God. So once I realized that the men in my life were not competition, rather they were my complementary counterpart, the relationships in my life with my husband, my dad, increased tremendously, and I found myself no longer trying to prove myself better than or being able to keep up with the guys. The third thing that I had to give up, and I'm still working on a daily basis was the need to constantly be heard and the obsession with talking significantly more than I listen. The Bible makes it very clear that a foolish person speaks many words, but a wise person uses discretion. They know when to speak, how to speak, and how to communicate what they want to say with very little words. The Bible also makes it very clear that we are called to be slow to speak and quick to listen, and I believe this is a commandment even more so towards women because we have a higher proclivity to talk more than our male counterparts. And I actually found when I put in the effort to speak significantly less than I listen, the intimacy with my husband increased. The relationships around me began to flourish. I no longer had this lingering insecurity to be heard. I cared more about what other people had to say, which is exactly the heart that God has for us.
Now she's saying all of this, but you better be sure that when it comes to game night, she's going 200%. Ain't nobody winning in the house. She still got that competitive nature. That thing don't just disappear.
Okay, I want you to rate this woman on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, 9 or 10 easily. She's stunning. Okay, be honest. Drop dead gorgeous. Well, what if I told you that you look like her? Oh, so you think I'm fat?
Te quería ver, solo un ratito volverte a tener. Un momentito, pero te quería ver.
I have never seen a woman make a broke man rich, but I've seen plenty of men make broke women rich. Do you think that we have a problem in society? We definitely do. We got many of them. But why is it that, like, a woman will never stay with a broke man, but a broke man has no problem, like, providing and building up a broke woman? Because the thing is like, nowadays, most broke women don't even think they're broke. They just think that they're dating the wrong man. But then they'll look at a guy who's, like, working fucking 60 hours a week at a job that doesn't really pay that much, but he's doing his fucking best, and she'll look at him and be like, that's broke boy energy. No, that's hubby energy, actually. That's fucking husband material, actually. I feel like as women, we have such a, like, strong desire to be taken care of that we forget that, like, men are human beings.
She is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself.
Then she's an average adult. Dude, our society needs to stop treating women like children deserving of admiration for accomplishing the most trivial of tasks. You wanted the patriarchy to be ended so bad, and now here's the consequence. You're not a child, you're an adult. Congratulations to adulthood. That is so tough.
Yo, can you get up and make the baby a bottle right now? Like, since you came in the house, you just been sitting down. I just know, hold on. Get up, make the baby a bottle now.
I don't know who you think you're talking
right now,
to. You're
hurry
not
up.
talking to me like that. I'm not doing nothing with you talking to me like that. Learn how to talk to people. Show some respect. I'm not doing that. Yo?
Bro, can you get up off your phone and make the baby a bottle?
First of all,
You're just sitting there doing
not
nothing.
your bro. I'm not your bro. You don't know how to talk. And that's why we keep having a problem. Learn how to respect me and learn to talk better. Thank you.
I'm just sick of you always on your phone not doing that. You need to make the baby a bottle now.
You don't even know what I'm doing. Now, who are you talking to?
Now, I need you to make the baby.
Talking to you. You're not talking to that.
Hi, babe. What
Hi,
are you
baby.
doing?
I was just doing this campaign for the business real quick.
Oh, okay.
How you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm a bit tired, and I wanted to ask if you could make the baby a bottle.
Of course, baby. I
Please.
made a bottle. I made a bottle right now. I got
Thank
you, baby.
you.
I love you.
Talk to her, Shane. Leanna, go sit down somewhere.
Girls, like when you're with a man, if you have the pleasure of being with a man who is going to grind to build you up a beautiful future, who's going to work as hard as he can and sacrifice things for himself, sacrifice leisures and joys for himself in order to build a kingdom for you and your future family, realize that he's grinding for you and support that. I don't need to be spoiled. I don't need to ask for this, and that. I shouldn't be expecting him to buy me all these things. Like, support the fact that, like, you're blessed enough to find a man that's going to grind for you, realize that he's doing it for you. And so support him in that decision and don't make it difficult for him or don't put guilt on him just because you want like nice things. You know what I mean?
God, dude,
if you
you've
want
never done that to me, bro.
Yeah. If you want to go buy yourself some nice things, then maybe you have to go pick up, you know, a little extra work so that if you really want those things, if you really think that you need those things, but don't put that on your man when he's grinding for you in order to have a beautiful future.
As a man in an intimate relationship, they do not appreciate an ambitious, driven, successful woman.
Yeah, because it fundamentally...
It does not serve them fundamentally.
It also doesn't serve you in the relationship. And I make this very clear. If I go, hey, baby, dinner tomorrow night, 8:30, get dressed and ready. And you're like, ooh, I have a house showing at 8:30. I can't.
You're turned off instantly.
Instantly, you're not my woman. Your devotion meter is going...
Because you want a woman to serve you in all aspects, essentially.
No, yeah. There's a certain component to when you're with a man, you're with that man exclusively. And I think that women go, well, I don't like that. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's okay to feel that way. I want you to recognize how you really desire that for your best interest. And if you can, as a woman, recognize that, you'll start realizing it's my boss or my husband. Someone's telling me what to do. And there's no liberation in the fact that now your 8:30 dinner plans with a person you love is now coming for a guy that needs a paycheck and a quota by a certain time.
Women say, oh, I don't dress for men, it's just for myself. So you would do all this exact shit if there was no man in the world. You walk outside, there was no man in the world. You would do your hair and makeup and dress like this and have your ass out? No, you would not. Shut the fuck up.
No,
Shut the fuck up.
We should be getting paid the same as you guys. Equal pay. But you do know where your paycheck comes from, right? From the league. Yeah, our league. The NBA. The one that actually makes the money. Wow. So it's patriarchy. No, it's math. You can't split revenue that doesn't exist. But that's not fair. Neither is having to run up and down a court 82 times a season so you can get a paycheck when half of your stands are empty. Well, all we need is a star player to change that. You mean like Caitlin Clark? Hi, just here to play ball. I don't want any trouble. Ugh, her again. Wait, you got your first player to actually draw fans and you hate her? She's literally taking all of the attention. Yeah, that's called selling tickets. You should try it sometime. Yeah, I'm just trying to grow the game. You know, the more people watch, the more money everyone makes. Unless it means they like you more than me. This is why you're broke. Fine. But I'm still calling it patriarchy. And I'm still calling it economics.
So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How you ever gonna save up to like buy a house or buy a business? Cause he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like certain things is like a joint thing to do. You know
gotta
what I'm
work
saying?
together.
Like, it's like a work together. But I just be feeling like sometimes people, like the internet really be having people f***ed up from like real reality type shit. So it's like, all right, so your mom and dad used to work every single day, right? So your mom and dad used to work every single day so your mom could save her money and buy purses and your dad just pay all the bills. That's not how it works. It's either your mom was in the house cooking and cleaning every day, your dad was working, or they was both working to pay both the bills. Like, y'all be acting like y'all don't know what the that is like no more. Like, come on.
All right, gang, buckle up, because for the first time in 3 years, I'm about to defend a partner shamer. This is the now viral Lunchbox Girl, and she got famous after doing an unboxing of the lunch her husband packed for her. She begins to pull out pantry item after pantry item before finally getting to what she describes as 2-day-old Chipotle and then a bag of dog food with a note that says, "Because you're my dog." Now, I immediately recognized this as just silly goose behavior on part of the husband, but she did the husband about 0 favors by looking visibly unimpressed throughout the entire video and making a caption that sounded like she was actually annoyed. So, of course, the internet began dogpiling this man. He's getting accused of weaponized incompetence. They're telling her he hates her. They're telling her to divorce him. Someone even said she was his child bride. She comes back on to try to explain that he and her sister were just being really silly when they packed her lunch together and that she actually asked for the Chipotle and snacks. But the mob didn't care. Nope, the commenters are still insisting that they know her life better than she does, and now they're insisting that her husband and her sister are in a full-blown affair. Now, I usually think that partner shamers deserve what's coming to them. Like, you can't just convince us that your husband is terrible and then get mad at us when we think your husband is terrible. But this time, I do think the audience went way too far. Like, she can't even post a video with her kid without people telling her that she's a single mom and that her life is so sad. And the video wasn't even sad, it was just a get ready with me. People were just mad that the husband wasn't part of the morning routine. But guess what? I'm not part of my kid's morning routine. My husband does that. I take over in the afternoon, just like the husband seems to do when we see him later cooking dinner. Again, I just think this has gotten way too out of hand. Like, I don't even think she was originally trying to shame her husband. I think the internet just has this weird obsession with trying to make wives hate their husbands. Y'all need to chill. This is not a canon event. She is not Delulu. He does not hate her. You do not know what's best for her. At the same time, let this be a learning lesson. You have to be very careful with how you talk about your partner online because you cannot put the toothpaste back in the tube. So this time, this one's mostly just for the audience. Bad husband shamer. Bad.
First of all, these modern women are losers. Second of all, they want it to be a movie. They think they're more important. Their opinion is more important. And they just have so much to say. They're idiots.
Heart beats fast, colors and promise. Heart fast, colors and promises. How to be great. Heart beat fast, colors and promise.
Are you not gonna help me take this inside?
Nah, I'm in the friend zone.
Are you not gonna walk on the outside so I don't get hit by a car?
For what? I'm in the friend zone.
Are you not gonna open the door for me?
Shit, I'm in the friend zone.
Some pineapple salad. Some shots. $34.99.
Hell no, I'm in the friend zone, man. You better get some Coke. Shit, how much for these chocolates?
I don't have any money on my card. You think you could, I don't know, slide me through for the train?
Oh, hell no, I'm in the friend zone. To go where? New York.
Oh, these women with these divorce diaries. I've got something for you. And I'm seeing a growing trend with this whole theme on social media. These women talking about divorce diaries and what they're going through, and their husband just randomly left them or randomly cheated on them. And they just can't figure out why. But it takes me 2 seconds there, Brittany, to scroll down through your page, and I can paint the picture for you. Misplaced priorities, disrespect, letting yourself go physically, spiritually, emotionally. Statistically, it is usually the woman that leaves. So if a man is telling you he is not in love with you anymore, chances are that was the final straw, not the first. Men are simple. They want love, respect, peace, physical intimacy. And crocodile tears do not equate accountability. I'm going to tell you what there, sister. I've been divorced for 8 years, and I had to take a hard look in the mirror and reflect on why my part contributed to our divorce. It wasn't the only thing, but I had to take accountability and fix that. And marriage is not autopilot. I feel like some of you women get the ring, and then you're like, oh, my work is done. And if a man is not getting intimacy or respect from you, he's going to go find it elsewhere. Doesn't make it right, but to pretend like it just came out of nowhere is pretty delusional. And I'm sorry, but maybe you should stop telling the world as to why he left and start asking yourself, why did you give him a reason to leave?
Hey, I know it's your birthday, but I have a headache, so I think we should just stay in. Just order a pizza, I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright, that's fine, yeah. You can do that. Hey, I know we said we're gonna go to Target today, but you know my grandma died, so we can't go. I gotta go help out.
You have another grandma. We already had these plans. Are you kidding me?
A masculine man will never be attracted to a controlling, critical woman. The masculine thrives on respect and appreciation for his strength, but a controlling woman undermines that. He wants an ally, a wife, not a mother figure who treats him like a child. Constant criticism erodes intimacy and connection, as his natural response to hostility is to go into defense mode. If she restricts his freedom, it creates a breakdown in love, respect, and trust. Key elements for the masculine to fulfill his God-given purpose to protect and provide for the feminine.
But these women don't know what an ally is. These terms that you're using, they're not familiar with them. So you're talking to a brick wall.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, bitches always looking for a nigga to come through, make shit happen, make their life better, pay some bills, get them out of jams and shit like that. But do y'all ever fucking consider who gonna be here for these men? The world already set up against our black men, fucking 0 to 10. Who gonna be there for them? Who gonna rub their hair and fucking let them lay on their chest and, you feel me, be an ill to their problems, some peace to their fucking life? Everybody always got their hand out. They thinking because they giving up that means that don't mean nothing. It's every fucking well. But it ain't no more real, genuine, feminine women. Everybody out here with their fucking hand out. Who the fuck gonna be here for these? They human too. Because I'm gonna love my man. You feel me? I'm gonna rub his head. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna just be there. You know what I'm saying? But like, y'all gotta start being more considerate of what the fuck what y'all doing, and you know what I'm saying, the energy y'all putting out in this world to these men.
And it's really all about consideration, because you don't have to give a man the world, and you can give a man a plate of pizza, really, to be honest with you, and he'd be good. Notwithstanding, if a man comes home from a hard day of work and he's got to make himself a frozen pizza, you're like, come on, man, you could done a little bit more than that. You don't have to do like a steak, but like, I don't know, some chicken and some rice might be good. I mean, dang, some mashed potatoes, you can buy those from Sam's Club and heat them mugs up. 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Throw a little salt and pepper, it's done. And you can have that for a couple of days at least. Chicken, you don't even have to think about it. You can throw it in the air fryer. Once again, and if you don't even if you don't want to think about that, well, how much is the temperature? What does it need to be set at? 165 or whatever it is. You have a thermometer. You can just throw that in there, and it's Bluetooth. You could be sitting there watching. I mean, the chicken ain't gonna take that long to cook. But even still, if you want to get back to whatever you was doing, wait till that air fryer heats up. Season with whatever season mix that he likes. Throw it in the air fryer. You got your oven going. Dinner's right there. Chicken and mashed potatoes. If you want to do some broccoli or something like that, you can throw that in. All that can be done in 20 minutes. You can throw that in the microwave, let that go in one of those little air, whatever you call those things, those little steamer bags, for 6 or 7 minutes. That's dinner right there. That's it. Oh, my bag it's not a steamable bag. Great. You can buy steamable bags from the store. Dump that broccoli in there or whatever vegetable. Throw that in the microwave. It's a steamable bag. You don't even have to have those on deck. You can create your own steamable bag. Y'all not thinking. That's what y'all saying. Y'all be accusing men of not thinking about, oh, it's so simple, it's so easy, and y'all don't be doing it.
What's up? Hey.
You ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
If I can use your restroom?
No, actually, you can use the restroom at the restaurant.
Okay, that's fine. I got these just for you.
Boy, I don't want this shit.
Oh, okay. All right, come on then.
Keep walking.
All right. How was your day today?
It was cool.
Okay. Well, come on, I'll get the door for you.
Thanks. Hey, Daddy.
What's going on?
You ready to go out?
Out, girl, I've been outside this whole weekend. I'm not going nowhere. What you got here to eat? I'm hungry.
I can cook you some.
Shit, come on, get your ass in this kitchen, girl. What's taking you so long?
Yes, Daddy.
Message all women need to hear. Watch the video all the way through. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
It's like becoming a submissive woman is so crazy because the power you hold by doing that. I'll give a couple points. One, I was afraid that my feelings won't be valid or like I won't have a voice. What I noticed by just letting my husband make the decisions and just following that, he asks me for all the advice. He
Talk to
comes
him.
me for every question. He'll call me, what do you think about this? I don't know what to do. I'm like, wow, what? And then I say what I think, and then he does it. So I end up having a leadership role by just letting him be the final say, but he values my wisdom.
Facts.
Like with that word submit, right, when you look at it from an etymological, you break it down, it means she responds to you. When a man knows that he can trust his woman, he will value her.
Feminism is a scam. A few years ago, I was an angry, blue-haired feminist. I once believed that male privilege was real and that I was a victim of the wage gap. Now that I understand the true motives of feminism, I know that this could not be further from the truth, and that modern-day feminism is a war on true masculinity. Before women had the right to vote, most were stay-at-home wives, which meant they weren't working jobs and couldn't be taxed. Our overlords didn't like that. Rockefeller started funding feminist campaigns in media, and as a consequence of the movement, women started entering the workforce and leaving the home. Children would then be separated from their parents and sent to Rockefeller-funded schools to be indoctrinated by the state. All of this ultimately disrupting the family unit at its core. Feminism is defined as the belief in social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. But in the West, I must ask, what rights do men have that women don't? Modern feminists are convincing women that hookup culture, using hormonal birth control, and not shaving is liberation. That toxic masculinity is prevalent and the patriarchy must be dismantled. Through movies and media, we're taught that working for the man, climbing the corporate ladder, and paying tax is more empowering and valuable than raising the next generation. Women have lost touch with our natural loving instincts, and birth rates are plummeting. Men and women are not the same. And by protesting for equality of outcome rather than opportunity, feminists are demonizing and emasculating men.
You should watch this video again. They basically started this whole feminism campaign to influence women to leave the home, leave the children, and destroy the nuclear family. Because when you have a good, solid, God-fearing nuclear family, you produce free thinkers, skilled individuals, confident individuals that don't follow the sheep.
Let me ask you this. You looking for a $100,000 wedding?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
I have high standards, and I feel like I shouldn't lower them just because.
I have high standards, too. I went to a justice of the peace.
Okay.
Married 32 years. The biggest weddings are the shortest marriages, I swear. You know, Kim Kardashian, that dude, 72 days. Took her longer to pick out the dress than it did to be married to her. You know what I mean? You look at, that's just a party. You have that party with, like, on your 25th wedding anniversary, then you could spend that kind of money. $100,000, you're never gonna get married, honey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the wrong goal. The goal is to have him, like, for 40 years.
Yeah.
Not to have one party.
Do you think you could survive without me for a whole month?
Yeah,
Yeah?
for sure.
You think you'd be fine?
1 year.
You could survive.
Minimum.
You could survive with
I
me.
want to test the theory for 1 year. I don't want to do 1 month. That's for amateurs. 1 year minimum.
You want to live without me for
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
Starting when?
Today? Tomorrow? I think it'll be really good for both of us. Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Are you for real?
What? You don't think you would enjoy it?
No.
Why?
You want to go one whole year?
No, I don't want to. I can to show my love. 1 year.
How is that showing your love?
Because you said, can I go 1 month? So I'll do 1 whole year for you to show you. Distance makes the heart grow stronger.
Fonder.
Strong.
It's fonder. Distance makes the heart
I don't
grow.
want you to fonder me. I know it's hard for you to resist 1 year, but you can do it. Have faith in yourself.
Okay.
We'll FaceTime.
I think I didn't find my husband yet because all the women expectations is really having the men go into a hole. Because who the hell is y'all to say y'all want a man that make $500,000 a year? They hide because of y'all unrealistic ass expectations.
Dang.
Send me somebody that got enough to make sure that I got lights on, water running, I'm smiling and we eating. Y'all want a man to buy y'all a boat, a yacht, and a crib, and pay for your kids' schooling. You hear how unrealistic that shit sound? This how a lot of y'all women sound. Ridiculous. That's why we ain't got nobody yet, because y'all scaring them into a damn hole. Please, separate me from everybody else. Husband, come find me. You ain't gotta make $500K for me. You could make $500. If you could make that shit work all year and I'm eating, I'm good.
It's a lot of people out here who have unrealistic expectations, and because you got a lot of people on the internet talking crazy, saying they want a man that made $500K, saying that dudes gotta be able to fly them to Dubai, buy them cyber trucks, Lamborghini trucks, all this other crazy stuff. Baby girl right here is saying it's actually making it hard for the good women to really find a good man out here.
So I made a video asking where my Christian girls are at because a lot of guys follow me and I didn't figure out why, because all I do is wear hoodies and sweatpants and talk about Jesus. Apparently that's attractive though. Apparently.
This is letting me know, no matter how beautiful they are, they don't listen. They don't listen. Men done already told you what's attractive. Y'all keep on thinking, oh, I look like a bum. Men like the way you look without makeup. What a concept.
4 signs of a controlling wife that most people overlook. Number 1, she micromanages everything.
From how he loads the dishwasher to how he disciplines the kids, nothing is ever quite right. What looks like being helpful is often the deep fear that no one else will follow through.
Number 2, she interrupts or speaks for her husband in conversations.
It sounds subtle finishing his sentence or correcting a detail, but over time it tells him, I do not trust you to lead, speak, or represent us well.
Number 3, she praises him in public but nags him in private.
Outwardly, she looks like a supportive wife, but behind closed doors, there's constant correction, frustration, and unmet expectations.
Number 4, she handles everything because he doesn't.
She plans everything, books everything, carries everything. But instead of empowering him to step up, she won't let go.
Since men don't know how to properly ask a woman out on a date.
Just another day at the office. Here's another video about women blaming men for their lack of performance. I hope you enjoy it while you wait.
I took myself out on a date.
Get used to it because you're going to have to enjoy your company a whole lot more in the coming years.
Got dressed, got pretty, on a cute rooftop, sangria in hand, chips and guacamole. Oh, I'm at peace.
I'm not sure who she thinks she's fooling, but we're not buying it. There's nothing about this post that says peaceful. This is definitely Super Saiyan level of desperation. If you were truly at peace, you definitely would not include us in it. You would just went on your date and had a good time. Peaceful people don't feel the need to include anybody else in their peace because they understand that peace is something that you must cover. You must keep close to you because a lot of people want to ruin it for you.
The simple things.
I find it funny how it's always the simple things when they got to come out of pocket and pay for it. How convenient. Funniest part about that video is that she's a reality TV personality, which means she has the awareness. So a lot of men know who she is and they're like, nah. You know how humbling that has to be of an experience to be on TV, flaunt your sexuality, flaunt how great of a person you are, just to come back to reality and nobody wants you. No one is kicking down the door to get to you. And I don't think this has anything to do with her being attractive or unattractive. It's simply the kind of person that you are. You overestimate, overvalue, think you deserve things that you really don't qualify for. And now look. And I'm sure at some point there was one man in your life that told you these things would come to fruition. And what you said to him was, he's trying to humble me. How dare him? Ladies, we trying to save y'all from yourselves and y'all don't even realize it. But you know what? You ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
So basically what you're telling us is that you know how to conserve money when you want to. That's what you're telling us. You went and got a sangria. Let's say that's $10. Let's say you get multiple sangrias, $20. Chips and guac. Let's say at a high-end restaurant, $10. That's $30. So you're saying you're at peace for $30 freaking. So then where does it come in that you can't be at peace for a meal that might cost $100, $100 to take you out? Okay, 50 for me, 50 for you. Even still, why are you not at peace for a meal that costs $70? It costed us about $70, $75 to go out here and have a good time. Why are you not at peace then? I got me something. I found me something here. I'm not even saying Chili's, but there's plenty of restaurants that you can go to where, depending on where you are, right, adjusted for, you know, salary and wages, wherever you are in the United States or wherever you are in the country, why now is $75 not enough? Y'all can't talk. You can't be at peace. That's crazy.